Welcome to all my JCC friends. I'm Kate. Thanks for joining me for yoga. I have been doing more sitting than usual. You may be experiencing that as well. I've also started playing tennis again on the other side, so my hips and low back are particularly tight today. I thought we'd focus on hips and low back. We're going to start by laying on the mat. So come to your back on your mat. Arms are by your side, palms up. Your legs can be straight. If you prefer, you can take Supta Baddha Konasana. So bend your knees, press the soles of the feet together, let the knees open gently. Begin to feel that opening in the hip. Float your eyes shut. Just take a minute to feel what you brought to your mat. Check in with your breath. Then move into your Samavriti. In through your nose, out through your nose. Inhaling, lungs expanding. Exhaling, emptying it out completely. Focus on your breath for the next minute or so, quieting your mind, preparing for your practice. Let your low back melt towards the earth. If you're in Supta Baddha Konasana, if any time that doesn't serve you, feel free to straighten your legs. If you're in Supta Baddha Konasana, straighten your legs. Let's all extend our arms overhead. Inhale, reach long. Circle your wrists and your ankles. A couple of times in each direction. Then hug your knees into your chest. Inhale your forehead to your knees. Bring your head down. Now circle your knees. Your knees can be together or slightly separated. Just take some circles. Take about 3 in one direction. Then change directions. Take your arms out in a T, palms down. Knees are over your hips, shins are parallel to the earth. We'll take our knees over to the left, but they're going to hover. So you're working your core a little bit. Over to the left, hover. Through center, to the right, and hover. Again, over to the left, hover, to the right, hover. Now this time as you come to the left, let's take a gentle spinal twist. Bring those knees all the way to the earth. Turn your gaze past your right hand. Then come through center, take that twist in the opposite direction. Knees to the right, turn your head to the left. Come to center, feet on the mat. Cross your right ankle in a reclining pigeon. This may be enough right here. We're just warming up. If you'd like to bind to the back of your left thigh and pull your legs towards your chest, that's there for you. Release it. Switch sides. Again, this may be plenty. You may gently press your left knee forward, or you may want to take the bind and pull your knees towards your chest, feeling that opening in the left outer hip, the lower back a bit. It's going to be different for everyone. Release your feet down and come to a happy baby. Very gentle. You can bind to the outside of your feet or the inside if you like. Think about lengthening your lower spine. You may want to play with ninja baby, just straightening one leg and then another. Bring your knees together, hands to the back of your thighs. Begin to roll forward and back. And come up to a comfortable seat. I'm going to face you. So you're in a comfortable Sukhasana. Inhale your arms high. Exhale, twist to the right. Gentle twist. Maybe you can look over your right shoulder, maybe not yet. Maybe you just look out to the side. That's what works for your neck. Inhale to center. Twist in the opposite direction, whichever that may be. It doesn't really matter which side you do first. Come back to neutral. Take a gentle fold. Likely won't be very deep. Scoop your belly. You will feel this opening in your hips. And walk your hands back up. Switch the cross in your legs. I'm going to actually turn to the side for this one. So you switch the cross in your legs. Inhale your arms overhead, interlace all 10 fingers up towards the sky. Inhale, length. Exhale, think like a cat pose. Bring your hands down, scoop your belly, tuck your chin, palms forward. Then again, inhale, nice and long. Exhale. Scoop the belly, tuck the chin, round. One more time. Inhale. Come into that cat back. Take neutral. And again, forward fold. Breathe in this forward fold. Remember, in a forward fold, you're opening the back side of the body. So engage the front side of your body. to neutral. Bend your knees, feet on the mat, hands behind you. Just windshield wiper blade your feet, side to side. Then cross your ankles, come over your knees. We're coming to your first downward facing dog. Lifting your hips to the sky. So if your hips are tight, take a bend in your knees and tip your tailbone up towards the sky to help you create that space. You can take stillness. You can take movement. What feels best for you today? Come to a neutral dog. Inhale, step to the top of the mat. Long spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Forward fold. Inhale your arms high. Take cactus arms or goddess arms, shoulder blades onto your back. Squeeze your glutes. Take a little baby back bend. Inhale. Exhale. Long spine. Step back to plank. Maybe you choose to bring your knees down. Take a Chaturanga Dandasana. Let's all take a Cobra on this first one. Press into your feet. Use your back strength to lift your heart. You can come through plank. You may choose to come to table. Back to downward facing dog. Take 2 cleansing breaths. Inhale. 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 Come to the top of your mat. Long spine. Forward fold. Inhale your arms high. Take those goddess arms or cactus arms. Find your baby back bend. Inhale up. Hands to heart center. Taking a full sun A. There are going to be variations here. You could take the full sun A with the upward facing dog. You can come to your knees and come through plank. You can take cat and cow, whatever variation works for you. Breathe, look up towards the sky. Ride your breath into that forward fold. Find that long spine. Step back to plank. Take your Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale into your back bend. Downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg to the sky. Point those toes. Bend at the knee, stack, and open that hip. Now take the movement that feels good for you. That may be unstacking and stacking. Maybe you circle. Whatever helps you feel that opening begin in that hip. We'll meet back in 3-point. We're coming to a low lunge. Right foot forward, left knee down, top of left foot, arms to the sky. And we're going to flow here. Inhale, hips low. Exhale, those cactus arms, open your heart. Inhale, open. Inhale, open. Bring your hands down. Walk your right foot over to the right. We're coming to lizard pose. So, your hands may be on the mat. You may come onto the outer blade of your right foot. You may come down to your forearms on a block. Breathe space here. You may come down onto your forearms. If you're on your forearms, come back to your hands. Shimmy that foot back to the middle. Come to your runner's lunge. Step the left foot behind the right, pinky toe to pinky toe. You're in a sciatica stretch. Right knee is likely bent, left leg move towards it being straight, and take that fold. I can really feel this in my left outer hip. Let your head hang heavy. Walk your hands to the right, shift your hips to the left. Then walk your hands to the left and shift your hips to the right. Come back to center. Ground your hands, weights in the right foot. Come through a grounded warrior 3. Back to your runner's lunge. Then we're coming to 3-point. Lift that right leg high. Open the hip. If you'd like, take wild thing, bringing that foot down, lifting your heart to the sky. Come back to 3-point and to down dog. You can breathe in down dog if you'd like to. You can take a vinyasa. Taking that sequence on the other side, lifting the left leg, opening up the hip, finding the opening that feels good for you. For me right now, unopening, if that's a word, and then opening feels really good. Circling can feel really good. Extend that left leg, come through to your low lunge. Arms high. Inhale, come into that front foot. Exhale, open your heart. Into that front foot. Open your heart. Squeeze that right glute. Arms up. Bring them down. We're coming to lizard. So shimmy your left foot over to the left edge of the mat. Maybe slide the right foot back. You may use your props, your books, or your block. You can come on the outer blade of the left foot if you like, and that works for you. You may choose to come down onto your forearms. So find the place that works for you, then find stillness and breathe. Come back up on your hands, shimmy that foot into the center. Tuck your back toes, runner's lunge. Now the right foot comes behind the left, pinky toe to pinky toe, sciatica stretch. Little bend in the left knee. Walk your hands over to the left, your hips to the right. Oh yeah, I can feel that. Then hands to the right, hips to the left. back to center. Move your hands forward, weights in the left foot, just for a second through Grounded Warrior 3. Then land that foot, you're in a runner's lunge. Come to your 3-point. Open your hip. You can take Wild Thing, which is kind of like flipping your dog, but both your legs are bent. Come back to your 3-point. Down dog. Then let's meet in Child's Pose. Knees wide, big toes touching. Extend the arms long. Let's take a cleansing breath. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands to the right, off the mat. Pull your left hip back away from your left shoulder. Feel that opening. Then come through center to the left, off the mat. Now pull the right hip back. Come back to your Child's Pose, and we'll meet in Down Dog. So in your Down Dog, take your feet mat's distance apart, maybe shorten your Down Dog. Move your hands back. We're going to take a twist. Right hand, maybe to the left ankle, maybe to the left calf, just below the knee. Twisting. Come back, take your twist in the opposite direction, left to right. We're going to hop up into Malasana. So angle your toes out, squat down, inhale, hop your feet up. So in your Malasana, you could use a block. I like to roll my mat. Maybe you don't need any of that. Sitting into your squat. So with a block, maybe you choose to sit on your block today to help you get that opening. Think about aiming towards a straight spine, squeezing your knees in, pressing your triceps into your knees simultaneously. Release your hands down, come to a flat back, thread your hands through your legs, and put your palms on the tops of your feet. You've got that flat back. Now pulse down and up, creating more opening. Release this. We're going to meet in Down Dog. So for some of you, that means you're going to jump back to plank and move through a vinyasa. For some of us, we're going to step back to Downward Facing Dog. And we're going to fix this piece of hair that's driving us crazy. So we're meeting in Down Dog. Inhale, your right leg high. Step through to Crescent Lunge. Just for a beat. Spin that back heel down, warrior two. You may need to line your heels up. Press into the outer blade of that back foot, lower into that front leg. Knee is not surfing in, it's tracking over your ankle. Maybe gaze over your front middle finger and breathe. Reverse your warrior, keep your hips low. Cartwheel your hands. You're coming to a runner's lunge. Now, you're coming to standing splits. Lift that left leg high. Coming back to Sciatica Stretch. So left foot crosses behind right. I'm backing up a little because you have an option to come to a cross-legged crow. Stay in your Sciatica Stretch, or bring your hands flat to the mat. Come up high on your toes. Take your knees out wide. Using your triceps as shelves, really scoop your belly. And you can lift into this cross-legged crow. Or you can stay in your Sciatica Stretch. We'll meet in that Sciatica Stretch. Long spine. Step back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. And we meet in down dog. Cleansing breath. Left leg high. Warrior two. Turn your palms up on the second warrior two. Torso over hips, knee tracking over ankle. Press into that right pinky toe. Reverse your warrior. Cartwheel your hands. Runner's lunge. And standing splits. Right leg high. Use your belly strength to help you lift that leg high. Then right foot behind left. So again, Sciatica Stretch is a great place to be. Just come back into this. If you want your cross-legged crow or you want to play with it, hands on the mat, fingers wide. Really high on your toes. Knees come out to the side. Find those little ledges with your triceps. Pull your belly in tight and begin to shift the weight forward. We'll meet in the Sciatica Stretch. Long spine. Step back to plank. You can move through your vinyasa. This may be a good time to simply lift to downward facing dog. In your down dog, let's take 2 lion's breaths. Inhale through your nose. Stick out your tongue. Inhale through your nose. Stick out your tongue. Inhale that right leg high. Step through warrior one. Give yourself some space so you can square your hips. Arms bright to the sky. Lowering into that front leg as you engage that back leg. Now we're going to take a twist, like a crescent twist, but see if you can do it with these warrior one legs. So hands to heart center. left tricep to the outside of the right thigh. If you need to spin up on your toes, your back toes, that's fine. No worries. Release the twist. Runner's lunge, bring the left knee down. We're coming to half pigeon. Walk your left foot to the outer left edge of the mat. Bring your right hip down. Shin parallel top of the mat. Legs straight to your degree, and it can be bent. Take your half pigeon. Find the shape of the pose and breathe. We're going to hold this a little bit longer. Hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your chin, roll up, tuck your back toes, come through cheetah to 3-point. You can bend the knee, you can stack the hip, maybe you flip the dog. This time, feet are parallel, lifting up. We'll meet in down dog. If you'd like to move through a vinyasa, that's there for you, or you can breathe in your downward facing dog. Meeting in down dog. Taking that sequence on the other side. So left leg high. Bend at the knees, stack the hip. Extend that leg. Warrior one. Bringing that right hip forward, that left hip back. Melting down. See if you can bring your thigh parallel to the earth. Don't need to, just an option if you have that space. Taking the twist. Hands to heart center. Twist your right tricep to the outside of your left thigh. So it's a variation on a crescent twist. Release this. Come to your runner's lunge. Bring your right knee down and find your half pigeon. Extending over that left shin. Moving the right hip towards the earth to create more sensation in the left hip. Hands under your shoulders, roll up. Bring your left heel in, tuck your back toes, come up to 3-point. If you'd like to flip your dog, flip your dog. Come back to down dog. If you'd like to take a final vinyasa, this is your place. Shift forward, Chaturanga Dandasana. Take your back bend. and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Cleansing breath. Inhale high on your toes, step, or maybe hop to the top of the mat. Long spine, forward fold. Sweep your arms high, hands to heart center. So taking some standing balance. If you have blocks, I'm going to turn towards you. So if you have blocks or books at the top of the mat, that's helpful. I'm going to put these here so I can face you. Guess I'm more in the middle here. Starting with tree pose, opening up in the right hip. That means our weight is in the left foot. So remember with tree pose, lots of variations. This can be tree pose. You're opening up the hip. You may come to your calf. You may come to your thigh. Some of you may have a lotus version. Find what works for you where you can be still and open your hip. So find your expression of tree. You can grow your tree if you'd like, any way you'd like. Bring your hands to heart center. We're coming to standing pigeon. Cross your right ankle just above your left knee and sit low to your degree. Now a nice little variation. You can put your right hand on a block or the floor if you're that low. Left hand on the sole of your right foot. Press your hand into your foot into your hand. Equal and opposite. Feel that opening. Getting low. Rise up. Equal standing. So taking that little sequence on the other side, starting with tree pose. Weights in the right foot. Remember, sides are different, so accommodate that. Find your expression of tree pose. Hands to heart center, coming to your standing pigeon. Left ankle just above the right knee, sitting low. And low means low for you. You may choose that variation. Left hand on a block, and it can absolutely be on the floor. Right hand to the sole of the left foot. Press the right hand into the foot, press the foot into the hand. Equal and opposite. Lowering down. Come up, out of the pose. Now come back to Malasana. We've been here before. See how that may feel a little bit more easeful? Sitting into your expression of Malasana. Then bring your hands behind you, sit down, and let's find Balasana, Cobbler's Pose. Feet are together, knees are out to the side. Baddha Konasana, I don't know what I just said. Long spine, take your forward fold. You can use your elbows to gently press your knees down. You can reach forward more, but The action is knees towards the earth, scooping your belly forward, folding. So this is like that Supta Baddha Konasana we did at the beginning of class, just on a different plane. Come up. Bring your knees together. Turn this way now. And let's take boat pose. Take your fingers right behind your knees, squeeze your thighs together. See if you can use your belly strength, not your hip flexors. Lift your knees. This works great. Really pull your belly in tight. You can extend your arms. You can straighten your legs if you like. But see if you can keep it in belly strength, not in your hip flexors. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your feet down. Roll down onto your spine. Bring your feet close to your sits bones. Again, windshield wiper those feet. Now taking your feet, knees are bent, feet close to your sits bones. Take your feet mat's distance apart. Arms can be out in a T. Let both knees drop to the left. And that's plenty. If you'd like, you can take your left ankle, hook it on the outside of your right thigh, just above the right knee, and feel that opening in the glute and the hip. Little variation on a twist. Release this. Now feet wide, take your knees over to the right. Again, letting them drop to the right is plenty. You can play with this idea of hooking the ankle and creating a little bit more space on that left side. If it bothers your knee, don't do it, right? If you turn your head to the left, that makes a little bit more of a twist. Come back to center. Now I'm going to show you, so just watch for a second. We're going to do restorative bridge, and I'm going to give you an option for a hip flexor opening. So maybe just watch for a minute and then we'll try it together. So for restorative bridge, and again, if you don't have a block or books, take bridge pose, no worries. Restorative bridge, you take your prop and put it at the base of your spine, sort of just below your waistband. And you can pick, it can be the low level, the medium level, the high level. I'm taking the medium level. And you can hang out here, beautiful. There's also a hip flexor opening that you can play with if you like. That would be coming up on the toes of one foot, bringing the top of the foot to the earth, and you're really going to feel this in your quad and your hip flexor. And we take that on both sides. So decide. You're going to take supported or restorative bridge, have your prop, or you can take regular bridge. You're obviously not going to do the hip flexor opening if you do that. So lift your hips, find the place where your prop makes sense. If you're in regular bridge, you can roll your shoulders underneath you as you interlace your hands. If you're in restorative bridge, you can hang out here. This is just awesome. If you want to take that hip flexor opening, let's start on the left side. Come up on your left toes. Walk your toes towards your hips. See if you can use your left hand to bring the top of your foot to the mat. Then move that left knee towards the mat. It feels so good. You took the hip flexor stretch, take it out, and then try it on the right side. Come up on your right toes, move those toes towards your hip. Maybe take an assist with your right hand. Sides are different. Top of the right foot to the earth. Knees moving down and forward. Release this and come out of your bridge, whether it's a regular bridge or a restorative bridge. Come down onto your spine. Hug your knees into your chest. Inhale the crown of your head, not the crown of your head, your forehead to your knees. Then let's take happy baby again. Bind to the outer blades of your feet. See how this feels different than it did at the beginning of class. Lengthen your tail. Maybe you straighten one leg, then the other leg. Maybe you straighten both legs. Then taking an inversion, you can use your prop back underneath the base of your spine and take waterfall pose. If you don't have the prop, your walls are your friend. I'm pretty sure I'm in camera if I come here. Come to a wall. Whoops, legs up the wall. Arms by your side, close your eyes, just enjoy this inversion. Whether you're in a restorative shoulder stand or you've got legs up the wall, come out of the pose, And let's meet on our mat, legs long, and we'll take a final spinal twist. Hug your right knee into your chest, big hug. Take your knee across your body to the left, look to the right. Bring your knee back to your chest. Extend your leg to the sky. Arms are out by the side, your side. Then slowly as you can, lower that right leg down to the earth. Hug your left knee into your chest. Take it across your body to the right. Look past your left hand. Get that beautiful spinal twist. Come back to neutral. Hug your knee into your chest. Extend that leg to the sky. Arms out by your side. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Lowering it down with control. Slower than you think you can. And settle into your Shavasana. Some of you may choose to take Supta Baddha Konasana with the soles of your feet together and your knees open wide. You may choose to have a more traditional Shavasana with your legs extended long. You may put blocks behind your knees. That can be really nice too. But get settled. Find a place where you can relax and restore for about 3 minutes. bring your awareness back to the room and deepen your breath. Start to bring some small movements to your body, starting with your fingers and your toes, then your wrists and your ankles. Extending your arms long, your legs long. Inhale and stretch. As you exhale, bring your knees into your chest, hug your knees into your chest, and rock side to side on your spine, giving yourself a massage. Come over to your right side, using your arm as a pillow. Take note of the effects of the last hour. Where do you feel more open? Hopefully your hips and your low back. Do you have a new sense of calm? Push up to a comfortable seat. Keep your eyes closed or your gaze cast down. I want to thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice this morning or evening or afternoon, whenever you came to this class. Again, I'm Kate. Let's bring our hands to heart center, and we'll honor one another's spirit with Namaste. Thank you all for joining me via recording, and I hope to see you in person soon, maybe within the next month, but I'm going to continue to do these classes so you can look for me. I think they're going to post Mondays at 5, and I believe we're going to start shooting them at the J starting next week. So hopefully if there's still issues with audio, we'll have that cleared up starting then.